Denver Mayor Michael Hancock is talking candidly about President Trump, like the fact that Denver has now lost its connection to the White House. Like the fact that the mayor says he was so shocked and overwhelmed by Trump's win that he left work early the day after the election. It's where we begin our week-long conversation, the mayor and the president.
I think, when I came back to the office the next day, there was a pall in the office. It was tough getting through the day. In fact, in all the years that I've been mayor, the 5-6 years I've been mayor, I've only left one other time in the middle of the day, due to illness. But that day, about 1 o'clock, I said, I got to go breathe a little bit and kind of collect my thoughts. And I know a lot of other people had similar feelings. We recognized it was going to be a new day, and we had to reset and figure it all out.
So the president likes to describe himself as a deal maker, somebody who can get things done. Do you want to make deals with him?
We're going to have to make deals with him. I mean, he is the president of the United States. And the reality is we need to stop talking about the election and get on to making sure that this country runs smoothly.
So if you want to get in touch with him, I assume just through shared friends and contacts, you had a pipeline to President Obama in the White House. Right. Do you have a pipeline to the Trump White House?
Not yet. The reality is that it's going to take a while. He still has a lot of staff he has to bring on. His team is not complete, and so he's going to have to take time to build it, and we're going to have to take time to, when it happens, to get to know who the players are there.
Mm-hmm. I assume you want to be able to pick up the phone and reach the White House.
Absolutely. Okay. We have to be able to communicate with the White House for a variety of reasons.
President Trump appears to have a pretty dim view of America's cities. In his inaugural, he talked about American carnage, describing cities as crime-ridden and dangerous and in decay. He's made some fairly prominent false statements about violent crime being at the highest levels in decades. Why do you think he's pushing that narrative about cities?
You know what? I can't comment on why or what the motives are for the president. But I can tell you this, that I know the mayors that I work with, regardless of their party affiliation, believe that their highest responsibility, greatest responsibility, is the health, safety, and well-being of every citizen that lives in their city.
Do you hear racial overtones when he criticizes cities and talks about them as dangerous, places that his voters don't want to be?
What I feel is a very non-constructive verbiage. What we need is the words from the president say we're here to help. No threats, but simply saying how can we be helpful as a nation, because those are our citizens as well, to come and to help in the senseless violence in the city of Chicago and wherever else it's occurring.
Our discussion, the mayor and the president, continues this week. Tuesday, we discussed an expected rollback of environmental rules. Wednesday, we'll talk about immigration actions and the city's controversial handling of the case of a murder suspect flagged for deportation previously. Thursday, it is education issues at hand. And then on Friday, we wrap up the week talking marijuana, whether the city expects a serious crackdown from the feds.